Hey, I'm Mindy Kinnis. This is The Daily Rage. I received a question from a viewer. He said, I've been trying to trade for 5 years. I can't figure it out yet. I'm about ready to quit. What would you do in my case? So here is the very first thing that you or all of you, any of you in this situation, need to do, and that is diagnose the problem. I used to be a wilderness adventure trip guide. And with that, we all had to have wilderness first aid skills. Wilderness first aid is different than regular first aid because if you're more than 2 hours away from professional medical care, you might need to do something different in the backcountry than you would if you were just down the street from a hospital. So we were always taught first and foremost to figure out what is the problem? What is the issue with this person? Are they injured? Are they sick? What's happening? Are they having an allergic reaction to something? Diagnosing the problem comes first because then you know how to handle it. So, for all of you that are experiencing this, you want to diagnose the problem first. And to my mind, there's only three things that it may be. One, you don't know how to trade. If that is the problem, then I would invest. If it was me, I would invest in things like courses or coaching or figure out how I can learn this better. And also, then knowing that I just have to put the time in. Now, obviously, if you're at that 5 year point, you have put the time in, but that might be an issue. Maybe you just haven't figured out your style of trading yet. Number two is you might not have enough money to trade the way that you would like to be trading. In my case, I say, okay, well, then go get a funded account, go to a prop firm. I talk about this a lot because that's what I have done. And that's one way to get more money to trade. Third is a psychology issue. Third is if you know what to do, like you know how to trade. So it's not number one. You have enough money, so it's not number two. And number three is about mindset. It's like you know what to do or how to do it, but you're not actually doing it. You can't make yourself be disciplined. You can't make yourself have the patience. You can't make yourself sit with a trade and maybe stay flat if the market's not going according to your trading plan. So, one of those three things is likely the dilemma. So, I encourage you first to figure out what it is, to diagnose the problem, and then based on which you decide, or it could be a combination of things, figure out a plan of action. Because the reality is, if you enjoy it, if it is something that you want to continue to pursue, then I don't want to say, oh, stop, it's not going to work for you. I say, let's figure out how to make it work for you. The reality is that anybody who says, okay, well, I'm going to quit, then yes, you fail. Like that's an automatic failure. But while you are still working toward those goals, there can be progress, even if it's not quite as quick as you would like it to be, even if the progress isn't as fast as you want it to be. I mean, all of us probably entered into trading and we're like, oh, we're going to be a millionaire by next week. This is amazing. And then we realize the reality of the situation. Then doesn't exactly happen that fast, but diagnose the problem, figure out which of those three things, and then I gave you some options to look at based on what it is for you. Today, I will be doing a live webinar talking about the secret of the X factor. I've been talking about this a ton because it is literally what has helped me become a more consistent trader to be able to hit my daily profit targets on a fairly regular basis. So that will be this afternoon. If you're interested in joining, I will link to the page after this video. I would love to see you there. I'm Mindy Kinnis. Thanks so much for watching.